everyone, I'm Christa Lynn and welcome to my video on how to use a crystal pendulum. So I teach a lot of in-depth techniques in the crystal healing classes that I teach on the pendulum, but today I would like to show you some simple ways to work with the pendulum for crystals and crystal healing. So here's my pendulum, and when you first start to use the pendulum, it's very important to actually program your pendulum. So to program your pendulum, you can just hold your pendulum and you want to hold it firmly, not too firm that you're going to cause stress or tension in your arm, and you don't want to hold it too lightly that you'll drop the pendulum. So hold it in a comfortable way. And then you can just ask the pendulum, "Thank you for showing me a yes response," and watch to see how the pendulum moves. So I'm just going to go still here and ask the pendulum to show me a yes response. And as you can see, the pendulum is now moving back and forth, and that is my yes response. Okay, so I'll just stop the pendulum, and then now I'll say to the pendulum, "Thank you so much for showing me a no response." And as you can see, the pendulum is now moving side to side. So that's my no response. Okay. So let's say I need some crystals for grounding, and there's many crystals that I could use for grounding. Let's say I need that today. And I could pull a few out of my collection and see which one is best for me, and I can use the pendulum to ask that question. So I have a variety here. I have black tourmaline, black jasper, I have black onyx, and smoky quartz. Those are all grounding stones. So I'll hold the first one in my hand. This one is black tourmaline, and I'll get my pendulum and I'll just say, "Is this particular stone, this black tourmaline, appropriate for me to use today for grounding?" And I'll wait for the answer. Okay, so the pendulum is swinging in the no response. So maybe that's not the most appropriate crystal for me to use today. So I'll try the next one. I'll say, "Is this black onyx very good for me for grounding today, for me to use?" And no, that one's not the most appropriate one. Okay, so I'll put that one down. Okay, black jasper, "Is this an appropriate stone for me today for grounding?" Okay, so there the pendulum is moving in a yes response, so I know that this would be a good stone for me to use today. Okay. And then I have one last one to check, and this is my smoky quartz. "Is this smoky quartz crystal appropriate for me to use today for grounding?" And there the pendulum is starting to move in the yes response. There we go. So now I know that I have two crystals in my collection here, this one and this one, that I can use for grounding. So the best ways that I can use this is I make sure that my crystals are cleansed and free of any unwanted energy, and then I could put this in a little pouch and actually carry it on me in my pocket, and that will help to give me grounding throughout the day. I could also take them out of the pouch and just put them underneath my feet. I could sit in a chair, slip them under, one stone under each of the soles of my feet, and just rest my feet comfortably and maybe sit there for a few minutes just to get that extra grounding to open up my chakras in my feet and connect me to the grounding of the earth. So that's another way that I could use it. If I'm stressed out, I could just take the stone out of my pocket and I could just rub it in my hand, you know, just very gently, just to get that healing benefit. So those are the best ways that you can use those crystals. So I hope you've enjoyed this video on how to use a crystal pendulum. I'm Christa Lynn, crystal therapy practitioner and teacher of crystal healing classes. If you would like to know more tidbits about crystal healing, you can like my Facebook page, which I'll post, or you can visit my website at christalyn.ca. Thank you so much for watching, and blessings to you. Namaste.